So we have had yet another tragic incident occur in our county. This time it left a deputy wounded and the suspect deceased. This is the third shooting that we have had in the past 4 months in this county, which is very unusual for San Luis Obispo County. This incident began about 10:20 a.m. this morning when a deputy was driving on Theater Drive in the 3400 block. He noticed a vehicle on the side of the road that was parked. He recognized the vehicle as belonging to a wanted felon, and he made a U-turn and came back. The vehicle had been left unoccupied, and when the deputy drove about 100 yards north of the vehicle, he located the suspect walking on the road adjacent to the cemetery, which is Cemetery Road. He turned up Cemetery Road and made a pedestrian traffic stop. In other words, he turned on his lights. He contacted the suspect, asked him to stop and to talk to him. The suspect immediately fled towards the cemetery. That deputy was joined by a second deputy out of the North Station. The suspect fled into the cemetery, hid behind some thick shrubbery, and ambushed the deputy as they got closer. Suspect shot multiple rounds at the deputy, striking one deputy in the lower leg, and the deputies returned fire. The suspect then fled the cemetery and went through the vineyard located at that near intersection at Theater and Cemetery Drive, exited the vineyard back onto Theater where his vehicle was located, still parked along Theater Drive. At that time, 2 additional deputies pulled up. They had received the call that a deputy had been shot, and the shots were fired with the suspect description. The 2 additional deputies pulled up, engaged the suspect, who was still armed with the handgun, and engaged in a gun battle where the suspect was struck and pronounced dead at the scene. There are no additional suspects outstanding in this case. The deputy that was shot was airlifted by the California Highway Patrol helicopter to a local hospital. The deputy is in stable condition. He is currently awaiting surgery for his injuries. Sheriff's Office Major Crimes Unit is conducting a thorough investigation with the assistance of the California Highway Patrol Multidisciplinary Accident Investigation Team and the San Luis Obispo County District Attorney's Office. The suspect in this case is a convicted felon who had an outstanding felony warrant. He has an extensive history of multiple weapons charges and is a member of a white supremacist gang. The Sheriff's Office Gang Task Force is currently conducting a criminal investigation on the suspect prior to the shooting. I'm not currently identifying the suspect at this time because we have not notified next of kin, but our intention is to get that information out to you later this afternoon or first thing in the morning with more details. The Sheriff's Special Operations Team, SED, is currently serving a search warrant at the suspect's residence, and that will produce more details that we'll also share at the appropriate time. It's too early to be able to disclose any more details of either the 2 shootings. We have 2 shooting scenes, the one up at the cemetery and the one on Theater Drive. And as we collect evidence and identify, we will be able to provide more information as far as what rounds were exchanged at locations.